Yes, okay, we are live. Again. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. We are live. Yes. Finally. I'm hoping that this time it will work. Oh my goodness. So, okay, I'm just gonna move. Okay, there's a little bit of a lag, but oh well. So I hope you all are doing well. And thank you for stopping by. If you are watching this back, then thank you so much. So as it says, we're going to finish up this page here, which is from Into the Wild coloring book by Mysticartmirrors, and you do always get your books signed, so I love that. And let's just start. Okay, so first up, we're gonna shake our pasta for really long, and people outside the window might think I'm doing something totally different. But we are doing this. So, okay. Ugh, I think it's good enough now. Yeah, it's good enough. Okay, so where do I start? I guess we can add some like little sparkles to our leaves. Why not? So I hope you all are doing well, or if you're watching back, there's no one here at the moment. Yeah. I'm not a big YouTuber, but I have a lot to talk about. So the reason to why I'm live streaming is because I am telling you, Vanessa is with her grandparents, so I can actually like do stuff at the moment, and it feels really nice to be able to sleep out for once, and yeah, all that all that fun stuff. So, and that is the reason to why I'm live streaming, because I realized I am really lonely. I am so lonely. Like, Marius is at work, and he works 10 hours today, and he will be done soon, hopefully. Well, in a few hours. But other than that, I'm like all alone here. And it's been quite boring, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just adding like little dots here and there. Nothing special, just a few dots. So just wanted to see if I can make this page look really nice and sparkly, and also like natural almost. Oh no, the one that was here just went away. So that is all that we're gonna do. Let's see here. Boop. Just adding some teeny tiny dots here to make to give this page a little sparkle, because obviously all our pages need some sparkle sparkle on them. Am I right? Or am I right? At least I think all pages need some form of sparkle on them. So, well, hi to the person who's here, lurking. I hope you will say hi. How are you? We're just coloring from Mysticartmirrors, from her newest book, and I absolutely love it. It's so gorgeous, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Absolutely stunning book this is. Adding some sparkle to the berries. Sparkle to the berries. Yeah. We always gotta have sparkle, right? Oh, thank you so much for the like. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much. Okay. So this is going to take some time to add a bunch of like little sparkles to the page, but I love doing the finishing details on a page. Those are my favorite part of coloring, is the finishing details. Absolutely love them. Love, love, love them. Okay. My poor Poscas are feeling it though, because I've been doing so many like Posca details. So I constantly have to buy new ones. People might say that pencils are expensive, but I think Poscas are very expensive. That's at least my opinion. I think Poscas are really, really expensive. Sadly. And there aren't very many shops. You know what? We're gonna zoom in. Ooh, that's a lot. We're gonna zoom in a little bit here. So we can, oh my goodness. I'm sorry. That was a lot of zoom. Okay. Okay. So we can actually see what I'm doing. And basically, I'm just adding some dots and just some like little stars here and there. But I really just put like the most sparkle like where the lightest part of the leaf is. Because obviously that's the place that's gonna have the most shine to it. That's gonna be the most sparkly. Oh my gosh, what was that? What was that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I have no idea what that was, but it was something. I don't even think I want to know what it was. I think my landlord is doing something. I have no idea what, but he's doing something in the garage. And I do apologize if you heard that. Oh, the person left. No. So, to whomever might be watching this back, I hope you are doing really well. I am doing fantastic. I was able to sleep out, which was really weird. I think we might add in those lines. With the white. Totally forgot to do that. I was thinking about doing it, but then I obviously forgot. Okay. So I'm gonna continue on this Posca battle. There's still no one here. Well, one has left a like, so thank you so much to whomever left that like. I really do appreciate it. I guess this is going to be a real quiet stream. Oh my goodness, hi Bev! Welcome! Welcome, welcome! I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining. It's so lovely. Thank you so much. So I hope you're doing well. And what are you doing? I think it's pretty obvious to what I am doing. I'm doing really good. Doing really, really good. Vanessa is with her grandparents, so for once, I got to sleep out or sleep in this morning, and it was fantastic. Oh goodness, it was so good to actually be able to have a full night's sleep and sleep in. I needed that. I'm enjoying it real well. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. It feels so nice. But the house is like really, really quiet, so it's really weird. But I needed a little bit of a break. Vanessa has been teething and has been up almost all night the past 2 weeks maybe, and that has taken its toll on me. So being able to sleep in and just relax and do whatever I want and being super duper lazy is exactly what I needed, and it feels so good. And I think all mothers will have to be honest with themselves if they need some time to do whatever they want, because there is nothing wrong with admitting that. Absolutely nothing wrong. We are usually the parent who does the most. So it's important to say when you need some time to be super lazy. Yes, and then I can be refreshed so that when Vanessa comes home again, I can be a better mom. So that is going to be a good thing too. I can be refreshed and be happy again. Oh my goodness, hi beautiful Vicky. I enjoyed your live stream so much. I am so sorry that I didn't get to say goodbye. I heard you and I was on the toilet and I heard you say goodbye and I was like, no! Oh, I didn't get to say goodbye in the chat, but I was there. I was just at the toilet. I heard you and I was sitting there like, no. Oh. Yes, taking a break when it's needed is super important. It's very important, and it's important to be honest when you need a little bit of a break, even if it's for a few hours or if it's for a weekend. We usually have it so that Vanessa will stay with her grandparents one weekend every month, because we live like an hour away almost from them, so they don't get to see her very often. So it's also good for them to spend some time with her, and then I can relax. So it's really nice. It's nice for all of us. And because obviously of Corona, we don't usually go outside. So it's good for her to be in a different environment as well, and she can be with all her uncles and Vicky, she does. She takes it really easy. Sadly, we really started to have that arrangement quite early because I got mastitis, which is awful. So pump, Vicky, pump, pump, pump when you're breastfeeding because you do not want to get mastitis. It hurts like hell. So, and I obviously had to get antibiotics, and that really took a toll on me. I got so tired that I barely could lift a finger. And I think she was 2.5 months when that happened, and I was just so tired I could barely even get out of the couch. So luckily they were so nice to take care of her while I was poorly. So we have really been doing it ever since then, and it goes really well. I don't think she even noticed that we were gone, which is kind of sad to say. But I don't think she does. I mean, she does get really excited when we talk to her on her phone. We talk to her every single day, like multiple times a day. But we know that she is in good hands. She has in total 8 and 9 aunties and uncles. Wait, what? No, wait, what? Okay, she has in total 8 and 9 uncles and aunts. So she has a lot of uncles and aunts. The youngest aunt that she has is 3 years old. I'm not even kidding. She's 3 years. So, and they love playing with her, and she just has a joy while she's there. So I do not worry at all. Of course, I do miss her. I do cry sometimes because I miss her so much. Like when we leave, like yesterday when we left, I cried. I cried. And yeah, so I do miss her, of course. She is my itty bitty baby, but I know that she's in good hands. And oh, Vicky, that was, you don't even know the truth, the whole story. You don't even know the whole story. I nearly died, and so did Vanessa in 2020 in February, so almost a year ago. And not only that, but I have also gotten gallstones, so my luck, if I get COVID now, I'm dead. Or I'm hoping I'm immune with COVID now, because obviously with the bad luck I've had in 2020, I hope I will get some good luck in 2021. Yes, Vicky, I got a really, really bad kidney and pelvic infection. I had to have a tube in my back directly into my kidney to get all the pus out. So yeah, it was super scary. Luckily, Vanessa she wasn't affected by it in any single way. The antibiotics I had was pregnancy friendly, so thank God for that. But yeah, 2021 was a scary year. It was an absolute amazing year, but also a scary year. At first, they actually thought my appendix was inflamed. So I remember they put like an X below my belly button because they actually wanted to go in with camera to see what was up, because they couldn't find out what was going on with me. So yeah, that was really scary. I was in hospital for like almost a week, but luckily they checked every single day, multiple times a day, to see if Vanessa was fine, and she was. So that's like the most important thing. Thankfully, she was okay. I almost get the shakes by it because it was terrifying. So if you ever hurt between your rib cage and your pelvic on your back, go to the doctor, because then it's your kidney. And it's sad to say, pregnant ladies are more vulnerable for getting kidney and pelvic infection because of the little tubes, the urination tubes. The little lines that, okay, I'm not even going to explain it. But pregnant women are sadly more endangered to get it. And I have gotten the news that because I already had it, I have a hard chance of getting it again. So that sucks. And the worst part about it all is that the doctors didn't believe me when I said I was hurting. They was just like, oh my God, it's just your muscles. They literally thought it was something totally else than something as serious as that. I know, right? It was so stupid. And the first doctor I went to see, she was like, oh, you have to go to a chiropractor. And I was like, what? Okay, fine. So I went to a chiropractor, and he did some readings things on my back, and he said, I want to see you back here on Wednesday. This was on a Monday. So he said, I want to see you back on Wednesday. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be there on Wednesday. And I swear, the next day was so incredibly painful. I had no idea what was going on with my body. I was screaming, I was in tears, I was puking because of the pain. It was so hurtful. And I called the doctor multiple times and saying, I don't know what is wrong. And you know what they told me? You just have to relax, take a hot shower. And I was like, I was about to say the F word there. I was like, I do not want to hear that anymore because I've heard it so many times. I do not want to hear it. It doesn't work. And Wednesday morning came. I had a really, really high fever. I felt terrible. I was pale as a corpse. I'm not even kidding. I wasn't able to eat anything because I was just puking it straight up again. And it was absolutely horrendous. I was having a horrendous time. So the chiropractor said, he took one look at me and said, you have to go to the hospital right now. And I was like, what? I was terrified. I thought I was having an abortion. And that was the most terrifying thing. So we went to, first off, we went to the doctor's because he said I had to go there. And the doctor is really close. And the chief's doctor said, he took some blood work, and he said, you have to go to the hospital right now because you have a CRP level of 400. And I'm telling you, that is very, very high. Because when you're a healthy person, your CRP level is between 0 and 7. When you're healthy, when you don't have anything. So imagine having a CRP level at 400 while pregnant. The hospital staff still remembers me. I'm not even kidding. They're like, oh my God, you're that pregnant lady that had such a high CRP. And I'm not even kidding. When we got to the hospital, they had to take my blood work 3 times to make sure it was correct, that the CRP level was actually what it says it was. They had never experienced it. And I get like real weird when I'm nervous. I start to make jokes and just get like really weird. So So I was sitting in the bed laughing, being super sick, really, near death. And they were like looking at me with wide eyes like, why isn't she screaming in pain? Oh my goodness. Because none of them had ever experienced such a high CRP level in a patient before. And people have obviously survived a CRP level at 600, but still that is really, really near death. And I was told in aftermath that if I had stayed home 1 or 2 more days, then I would be dead. And so would Vanessa be. And that is really, really scary to think how near death I have been. And I obviously complained to the hospital and to my doctor's office because none of those took me serious at first. So I obviously complained, and after that, they have taken me really seriously. And obviously because of that, I am also, okay, basically if I fart, I think I'm gonna die. Yes, I am super grateful that I am fine now. And yes, they're idiots. They're super idiots, Vicky. Oh my goodness. So yeah. So it wasn't too long ago that I even checked myself for breast cancer because I have found a few lumps. Luckily, I have 2 very healthy breasts, but yeah, basically I think I have like health anxiety now. Because of that. Because of no one taking me seriously, and I feel like I have to take the slightest little bit of pain seriously because of what happened. I'm just so afraid that something like that will happen again. So always listen to your body. If you think something is wrong, call the freaking ambulance. Just call them. Ugh. Do not wait like me, or I didn't wait. Just no one took me seriously, so I thought it was nothing. When it actually was something. Oh my gosh. Well, luckily, I do not have it anymore. I'm healthy now, or at least I feel healthy. I do not have breast cancer. So I feel good. And trust me, when I thought I had breast cancer, I thought I had it for like, I'm gonna say like 1.5 months, because my boobs were hurting, and I had a lump on the side, and it was really hurting, and all that fun stuff. And I was really, really tired, and so I was, afraid that, oh my goodness, something bad has happened again. Luckily, there was nothing. I got the answer. The doctor said that she might think it was some cyclists or stuff. And that might be it too. That might be it. I have no idea. But the lumps were gone. And the pain was gone. So it's all good now. I might just be tired because of Vanessa. She's a lot of work. Babies are a lot of work. But oh my goodness, do they give you so much joy. And Vicky, oh, the zebra. Don't even get me started on the zebra. I hate it. I hate it. I swear to God, I'm looking at it right now. I hate it. You're gonna hate it too. You're gonna hate it too, Vicky. Trust me. Oh my goodness, I don't even want to look at it. Every single time I nudge it, it plays the same old stupid little song. And I hate it. I'm gonna kick it off the mountain. Oh my goodness, yes. Vicky, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Oh my goodness. But if it dries in 2 years, it's gonna work again. Oh, that would be something though. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that computer is I'm looking at that computer right now and it's working. I cannot believe it. It works like it was brand new. I cannot believe it, how that can happen. I should be an engineer. No, I shouldn't. No one should let me touch robots. Or machinery. Especially with the noodles in my hand. Then everybody should get away from me. And I'm not even kidding. One time when I was pregnant, I was having some noodles and I was too lazy, so I went to bed and had my noodles and was gonna eat them there, and then I moved, and you know what happened? The bowl, it spilled all over the bed. I had noodle and noodle water all over my freaking bed. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. I should stop eating the noodles. But, Vicky, you're gonna love this when your belly gets bigger because you can put things on top of it. You can have a coffee cup on there, a bowl. You can have anything on there. It's so funny. So you can rest it on top of your belly. I love that. I miss that, being able to do that. Now I just have a little jiggly belly. Really? Oh, now my belly's just jiggly, so I can't do that anymore. I have really, really bad stretch marks. Really, really bad stretch marks from my pregnancy, but that's because my skin can't handle anything. I have bad skin, I suppose you can say. Oh, I used polychromos. And I think you can see that I use Neocolor Tools for the background. So it's all polychromos. I have found my love for them again. Cannot believe it, and I haven't used Prismas in forever now. So I absolutely love them. The paper is gorgeous. It doesn't handle water too well. And I can show you because my, okay, sorry. The Paul Rubens watercolor paints, they do bleed through, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of pink spotting right here above my finger. Maybe not, but it is 180 GSM, so it is good. It does take a lot of layering, and polys work really, really well on the paper. At least I think it does. So yeah, I really enjoy this paper. It is. Look at the front cover. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's such a beautiful book. And the back cover too. It's absolutely stunning. I love this new book covers of hers. And there's a few drawings in here like these are more simplistic, pages. But look at that one. It's absolutely, and it has berries. Look at that. It's berries. Vicky, you need this book. It has berries. Yes, you do. Oh my goodness. Her artwork and the beautiful owl. So she has a lot of different, yes, berries. There's a lot of berries in this book, I think. Beautiful peacock lady. I have all of her books now, and We got strawberries here, and I don't have no idea what these are. But we got strawberries. See, here you have your strawberries. Now you don't have to wait until summer. You can just color them right here. So yeah, this book is absolutely stunning. I love this page. I can see if I can find the art print. Oh yeah, I know where it is. Okay. Ooh. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I can find it. I have like so much Mysticartmirrors stuff. Okay, here it is. So now I bought the set of 3. So you get the postcard and you get this print, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. Oh my goodness! You did. Oh, is it Terrence and Roxy? I'm gonna buy the children's book for Vanessa. It is so cute. It is so cute. I'm gonna buy that art print set as well, actually, for Vanessa. Do you know, Vicky, that she has made a children's book? She just finished it. I'm so excited. I'm so looking forward to buy it for her. And she's doing a coloring book, a kid's coloring book. I'm excited. Can you sense my excitement? I am so excited. This is gonna be absolutely amazing. Oh, I'm gonna buy one for Vanessa and one for myself because, oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. I actually have some because with one of my big orders, I actually got a few like little Terrence and Roxy postcards. I got 3. I can show you those. I'm keeping those for myself. So I got this one. And I got this one. Isn't this so cute? It's a birthday card. I love it. It's adorable. And the little moon. Oh, you should really take advantage of that now, Vicky, because she has a sale that's like, you get 30% off if you buy 3 things, and you get, no, wait, what, or it was something like that, but she has like, no, if you buy 3 things, you get 10% off your order. If you buy 5 things, then you get 30% off. So you should take an advantage of that right now. I also finished, if I can find it. The other day, I finished another Mysticartmirror page from Ocean Dreams. Yeah, here it is. I can show you. It's this one. It's super sparkly. I finished this one, and I absolutely love it. Look at that. Oh my goodness, the glossy accents and the shine. You need to get glossy accents, Vicky. You're gonna love them. And this is also done in polys. So you need to get this book too. You need to get all of them. All of them, I'm telling you. Yeah, I was so happy too. I was so scared about using some of the little pinks in the skin. But I think it worked out really well. So I really am happy with her. I've been getting more confident with skin. I think I found my calling. Oh, thank you so much. But you're still the master of skincare. And with pan pastels, oh my goodness, Vicky. I don't know how you do it. But you do it. I'm gonna have to follow one of your tutorials to see if I can actually do pan pastels with skin. No, skin with pan pastels. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I actually bought Pan Pastel's skin tone set because of you, Vicky. You made me buy Fair Celebrations, the skin tone Pan Pastel set. What else? I'm sure it's something else. I'm really sure there's something else. Yeah, thank you. Oh my gosh. Do you feel big yet? Not like fat, but do you feel big? Like your belly is really big? I remember in the end, I used to bump my refrigerator in my belly when I opened it because it was so big. I remember that. Oh, that was always funny. Also very annoying. I also remember... Oh, poor you. I also remember getting out of the car. I felt like I had to, like, try to, you know, have to swing back and forth in order to... I did that too, Vicky. I did that too. Oh, I did that too. That happened to me too. It's super annoying, isn't it, huh? You should really, really get a pregnancy pillow. You need to get a pregnancy pillow. I tried one and oh my word, it was absolutely wonderful. You have one? Oh my goodness, fantastic. Because trust me, you're 14 weeks now, right? In about 20 weeks, you can no longer sleep on your back because of a vein that goes through there. 18, oh my goodness, it's 18. I thought you said 14. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. 18. Well, soon you won't be able to sleep on your back anymore. I'm sorry. But sadly, no. So, and trust me. Aww. Oh, he was conceived on a Sunday. Vicky. He was conceived. Mine was conceived on a Monday, apparently. No. No, it was on a Thursday. Apparently. Yeah, I can see that apparently, Vicky. Sunday fun day. I guess, well, someone has been busy during quarantine, right? I'm just kidding with you. Oh. Oh my goodness. I hope you don't have to give birth during a pandemic, Vicky, because that was scary. Marius, yeah, what is social distancing? Oh, I hope you don't have to be afraid that Z might not be able to come in with you. Because I remember that because suddenly there was a huge outbreak in the city where I was going to give birth in. And it was talks about that Marius might not be able to be with me. So that's scary. So I hope that does not happen to you. Because that's horrible. Has Z been able to be with you when you have had your ultrasounds? Does he cry? Oh, he can't come to the ultrasound. Aw. That's sad. Marius was able to come in, I think, the first 3 times. So he was able to see some of it, but not like when it really mattered. Well, that's really good, Vicky. That's really, really well, because the reason that they might not be able to let the partners come in was because the ICU unit for preborn babies or babies with like heart conditions and such was right in the next room with the delivery room. So they might not be able to let them go there. So that was really scary. But luckily he was able to come in. Thank God for that. But that's really, really well. Is he with you on your midwife appointments? I dragged Marius into those. He hated them. He hated being there. And especially because obviously we got at 40 weeks, and my midwife was showing how, you know, your partner can massage you on the back and like on the hips and such to get birth started. And when Marius was gonna do that on me, because she was showing him how to do it, and she was like, now you do it. And he was like, and he barely like even touched me, and she was like, you gotta really dig into that. He was so nervous. I could feel his hands. Oh my goodness, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. He came, oh my goodness. Well, okay, I'm gonna tell you this. I can tell you this. It's really nasty. I still remember the sound of when they like pulled Vanessa out. And it's like it's like you're suddenly your belly just drops and it's like a giant jello, and it makes that sound. So just tell him that. Just tell him to hold his ears, because that sound will come. I hate it. I still remember that so well. Oh my goodness. And I asked Marius if he remembers it, and he's like, that was so traumatic for me. He says that. It was so traumatic for him to hear that sound. And I'm telling you, it was a bit disgusting. It was a little bit disgusting. But thankfully I had a fast birth though, so I'm quite happy for that. Oh. Marius is not a hero. He's not a hero, okay? Do you know what he was doing when I was pushing out Vanessa? He was eating a piece of bread with some cheese on it. He was sitting there just looking at me while I'm doing my business. He wasn't holding my hand. He wasn't saying, are you doing so good? He was eating a piece of bread. That's what he was doing. So you tell Z that if he's not a good birthing partner, then I'm going to come there and smack him. Because I was so mad at him. I was so mad at him for that. And I still am. Like, he could have been so much better. But he was like, I didn't know what to do. And they were telling you did a good job. And I was like, I need to hear that from you. Oh my goodness. So yeah. All I remember is looking over to the side and seeing him. He was sitting by my side, but he was eating a piece of bread. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I had to get induced because Vanessa didn't want to get out first. And I had to get a balloon, up there, to stretch things out a bit. And Marius fainted. By that, he didn't even see anything. He was standing behind me, and he didn't even see anything. And he fainted because of that, because of a little balloon. Suddenly, I just see him flying straight by me. It was so funny. I can barely even breathe because that is so incredibly funny. I'm gonna mock him for the rest of his life for just doing that. It was so hilarious. Suddenly he just went super pale face and fell down. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, yeah. That is Marius. I cannot believe it. I cannot, and yeah, it is poor guy. Oh, he thought he was big macho guy that could handle everything, and then I just get a balloon up there and he nearly faints. Oh my goodness. It is so funny. It is so funny. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. I pray and hope that you have a fast birth, Vicky. I really do. I really do. And that you don't have to cut. I was so fortunate to not have to cut. So I hope that you don't have to either. But I did get a few little stitches down there. And I'm telling you, the first 2 weeks, oh my god, that is so itchy. It's so itchy. It's disgusting, but it's so itchy. It's really, really itchy. So I hope that you don't have to get stitches. I really hope that you don't. Because that is so itchy. Oh my gosh. TMI, right? But hello, we're ladies. It's important to talk about these stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, birth is super beautiful and disgusting at the same time. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah. But once you just get that baby on your chest, it is the most wonderful thing. Neither do I, Vicky, because I think it's really important. Because I remember when I was pregnant, I tried to research, what happens after birth. Everyone talks about what happens during birth, but nobody talks about, the aftermath. And I think it's important to talk about that. Because, yes, you will bleed a lot. So stack up on tampons. Or maxi pads. Maxi pads. Do not put anything out there. Not yet. Always do wait for those 6 weeks before you jump into bed again. And yes, things will be a lot different down there after you give birth. But that's, obvious. Because, you pushed out a cannonball. But so a lot of stuff happens to your body after birth, and it happens so fast. You can't even cope with it almost, because it just happens so fast. It's like overnight. You're suddenly a whole different person. It isn't. You're all pushing out a cannonball. I'm not even kidding, Vicky. You. It feels like, ooh, 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 and the ring of fire. Ooh. That is painful. If you don't know what the ring of fire is that when the head is like almost out and it really stretches around the vagina. We're gonna use that word. That's called the ring of fire. And that it doesn't hurt, it stings. Well, at least for me, it stinged a lot. But it wasn't, honestly, I'm just gonna say that I thought giving birth was gonna be so much more painful than it was. And you should really Hi, beautiful Michelle. Yes, you did. We're talking about births. And it wasn't as painful as I thought it would be. So really, it was easy peasy. Just be in control with your breath. Work with your body, not against it. I mean, of course, a lot of women will scream or do scream. I did not scream, which is weird, but I did not. But I do, okay, this is really funny. So the room needed to be totally silent because I was really concentrating with my contractions. And then suddenly a woman comes in and she's like, "Oh, what a pretty baby." And I was like, "Oh my God, shut up." I was screaming at her and she was just saying my baby's cute. And I just said shut up to her. Oh my God, I feel sorry for that poor woman. I terrified her. I terrified her. Oh. Well, I feel you. I feel you. I have my cat farts. He's a little bitch. Oh, I can show him. I'm gonna go and pick him up because he's a cutie pie and he loves cuddles. If I can even get through here. Okay. So, while Vanessa is away, Farts is a lonely child. And let's lie you down. Whoop! Here he is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And he's taking advantage of that, of being a lonely child. Yep, this is Farts. It was either Farts or Mr. Butthole. I love black cats too, Michelle. I think they're the most prettiest cats. And he is so sweet. Vicky, he's got fatter. Oh. One time he jumped off a little mountain. I was like, what the? I even got it on film. It was so hilarious. It's so funny. He's a weirdo. But he's like a child. He is 5 years old and plays like if he was a kitten. And I always have to be aware of tags. Because he will attack tags. He loves playing with tags. He loves it. Oh. He loves tags. He is Vicky's a cutie pie. He's very kind, and he's so kind to Vanessa as well. Vanessa has pulled his ears, his tail, pulling his fur, all that. Fun, you know, not fun stuff, but all that. And he just takes it. He does nothing to her. He does absolutely nothing to her. He is so kind. He likes to lay next to her, and, you know, he even licks her, which is a good sign. It's absolutely, it's so nice to see. They weren't always the best buds, but luckily he has grown to love her. Yeah, he's a very happy boy. It's very weird to know that before I got him, he was abused in his former home, and no farts, no. He's gonna cuddle the camera stand here. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Before he came to me, he was very, very aggressive because he was abused. And the people at the shelter were thinking about putting him down because he was so aggressive and he would attack the staff. And I heard about him, and I thought it was so sad to see that such a beautiful cat was going to be put down. So I said, I'll take him. And he started, well, before he got to me, they had to force feed him. And he was super, super skinny. He was basically just skin and bone. He had really bad patches of fur. Like, in some areas, he would not have fur, for example. And he would just be really, really skinny. And it was so sad to see him like that. So I took him in. And now he is the happiest and gentlest kitty on earth. He is so loving and so kind and just amazing, really. I absolutely love him, and everybody loves him. So I always think that you should adopt and not shop cats, for example. Especially black cats, because a lot of people do not want black cats because they don't, you know, fit in with the interior, which is stupid. And because, you know, people might think that they bring bad luck. I know, Vicky. A lot. Especially, at least in Norway, a lot of black cats are thrown on garbage cans and in rivers and just on the road because they just do not fit with the interior. Yeah, or they don't photograph well. That is so true, Michelle. It is so stupid. Like, yeah, I don't even know what's going through their minds for saying that or anything like that, but I think black cats are the prettiest cats and the most loving. I have another cat, and his name is Mac. He lives with my parents, and he is the total opposite of Farts. Like, he is an introvert. Farts is an extrovert. So... and he's colorful. Mac. He's colorful. He looks kind of like a Bengal cat. He's really pretty, but he's a very introvert. But last time we were at my parents' place, he let Vanessa pet him. It was so cute because he never does that. He's terrified of people other than us. The ones that he actually knows. And it was the first time for him meeting her. And he let her pet him. It was so cute. Of course, she did not pull his ears. She tried. But I stopped her. Aww. That is so cute, Michelle. I actually feel like he chose me because I remember so well the first time I met him. So I am like the person that I let the pet pick me. I do not pick the pet. So I was like basically sticking my finger in all of the cages to see if there was anyone who had any form of interest in me. And basically none of them had any interest in me. And when I came to his cage, they were like, no, don't do it. He's going to bite you. He's going to attack you. And I was like, okay, I'm doing it anyway. And you know what? He came up. He sniffed my finger. That sounds awful. But he did. And then he rubbed his head against my finger. And that's basically when I knew that he was coming home with me. He was going to be my pet. He is coming home with me. I'm not going to let anyone else have him but me. So yeah. That's Farts and I love story. I do too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Michelle. Oh yeah, he's adorable. I don't know, maybe this is really weird. I don't know. But I had a rough childhood myself. I am really a foster child, so I have experienced some form of abuse. And that's why I feel like he chose me, because we were kind of broken, both of us. Well, both of us were kind of broken inside, and together we conquered the world. I'm kidding. But yeah, that's really why I feel like he chose me, because we kind of had that, you know, connection. Oh, that's so sweet, Michelle. Aw. Yeah, I love your little cat sanctuary. I love that you take care of cats that nobody else really wants. It's so sweet of you to do. And I believe that every cat or animal should at least experience one good home where they're loved. That is always what I think. Everyone deserves love, right? That's at least very important for me. I'm a huge animal lover. I used to train horses that were abused. And I've seen a lot of bad things in life because of abuse of animals. I cannot believe how anybody... Yeah, you go grab food, Vicky. Oh. It's sad that anybody could treat animals or kids like that. It's horrible. It's horrifying. So I wish I could adopt all animals and kids that are in pain. I know I can't, but I wish I could. Yeah, that's so true, Michelle. And Farts is so good with Vanessa too, because when she's crying, he comes up to her. And if he sits there or if he jumps up to cuddle her or whatnot, he is just so incredibly kind to her. he's an amazing cat. That's really all I can say, because he really is an amazing cat. Like, I never thought an animal could be so kind and gentle with someone. I never knew that. I know I had a horse once. His name was Walter. And he was my dream horse. It was the best horse I had. I did eventing before, and which is show jumping, dressage, and cross country in, one. And I would go really, really far with that horse. I went into the Norwegian Championships, which was really, really fun, and I competed big time. And he was that type of horse too, that was so gentle. And I am certified therapy rider. So, and Walter was a therapy horse as well. So I would work with autism kids, and obviously he's a very big horse. He was a Hanoverian, and they are big horses with long legs and really good jumpers. So he was obviously very big, and people were terrified. Well, the parents were terrified of putting their kids on him because he was so big. But he was so kind, and he will like prance around, and he was so kind to those kids. And he would be an asshole with more advanced riders, for example. So he had that personality that if he knows you're a good rider, then he will obviously test you. But if he had a gentle kid on his back, then he would be so kind. And he would hug, like he would hug you. And when I were doing his feet, he would like scratch your back with his mule, and it was, oh goodness, oh, I miss that. He was super smart. He really was. I miss him so much. I had him for 15 years. And I'm 21 years old, so I had him for a long time. Michelle, I have always been wanting to help people, and horses and horse therapy can do so good things to a human being. It helps, it sounds weird, but it's very therapeutic to work with horses or animals, and because they can almost sense if there's something wrong. And he just was the perfect horse. He really was. I really miss him. He was, I think it's 4 years now. He was having his summer break with a few other horses, and they were playing, and he was kicked in the front legs, so they obviously broke. And the lady who had them at her field called me and said that there's something seriously wrong with Walter at 6 in the morning. So obviously I rushed to the field like a maniac, and we saw that his front legs were broken. He couldn't stand, he couldn't anything. He was just lying there in pain. And I called the vet, and she said they could be fixed, but he could never jump again, which is really, really sad. He loved jumping more than anything, and people might say that jumping a horse is horse abuse or animal abuse, but that's not true. He loved it. He loved to jump fences in the paddock. And they said he could never gallop or jump or anything like that again. So I took the very hard decision of putting him down. But I'm gonna cry. I at least got to say goodbye to him. And he died with his head in my lap. So I'm crying. So I got to say goodbye to him, and he died peacefully. So no, it's totally fine, Michelle. It's the circle of life. Pets will die and people will die, and it's circle of life, so I'm okay. It's just been a very long time since I've talked about it. And since then, I haven't ridden a horse or anything because it's just too painful for me. My pasta keeps dying. Please do not tell me I've used this one up too. I know, Michelle. I have seen your videos and it's so sad. I cry with you every single time. It's really hard to say goodbye, but I'm so happy that I at least got to say goodbye to him. And he really died peacefully. And that's the most important thing, isn't it? I really wanted to keep him alive and do the surgery on him. But I kept saying to myself, I'm being selfish. And I could kind of sense that he wanted to die. That he was in so much pain that he wanted to just go. I know, Michelle. I know. It's really hard. They have such personalities. People think that animals are stupid, but they're really not. They know so much. They remember things. They know so much, and they have so much personality to them. It's incredible, and you miss that. Because sometimes you think that, oh, will I ever... I have like dried up pasta in here. Because you wonder if you will ever find that again. And I am really happy that Vanessa gets to experience a cat like Farts, because we might never find a cat like that again. And I don't think we will. Because I'm telling you, he is like a dog. He comes over with a ball or a toy to throw it. He's amazing. And I'm gonna be very sad when he passes. Yeah, I hate when people assume that. It's like assuming every single people is the same. That's not true. Yes, Vicky. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Which books did you order? I would love to know which books you ordered. I love them all. Did you order the Mega Complete Set by Mysticart, the Ocean Dreams Mega Complete Set? I love it. I love it. The stickers you get are stunning. So yeah. Oh, I love the princess book. I have them all. I have them all. I love that one. Her style is so weird, but it's so pretty. But yeah. Well, that is really good, Michelle. Like, it gives me hope that I might find another cat like Farts, but I really do hope. But nonetheless, if I don't, then I am super happy that at least Vanessa gets to experience him and gets to have that same bond with Farts, and maybe even a better one than I had. Because I remember when I was pregnant, he would he was by my side the entire time. And he would, if I was sitting on the couch, then he would rest his head on my belly. Just his head. And I remember he was sitting on my lap once, resting his head on my belly, and she was kicking. He was like, "What on earth is this?" and then he started like rubbing his head against my belly, and it was just, oh my goodness. It was so sweet. It was so sweet. It was so adorable. Has Tekla started to do that yet, Vicky? Because that is so sweet. It was so sweet. Oh. Now I'm remembering back to those times. Oh. I love him. As he probably can sense. I love my little fartsy boy. He's so sweet and so kind to everyone. Like, he has gotten so far. He went from being super aggressive to actually be so kind to people. Like, he was able to forgive people. And that's a huge step. And I remember when I got him home, the first thing he did was jump in a couch, and he basically slept for an entire day. The poor thing was so burnt out because he was always on guard, because he was so terrified that people would, beat him and torture him. You're so right, Michelle. And I've had farts for 3 years now. Yeah, he did. And then I was like keeping my distance because I didn't want to pressure him into anything. So I would during the day I would just sit in my bed so that he could have the couch for himself, knowing that I'm not gonna, you know, invade him. Thank you so much for keeping me company, Vicky, and talking about all this weird stuff. I hope you had a wonderful time, and if you don't stream this Sunday, I will be sure be watching you for Faber. Okay, I'm gonna, you know, stop trying to say that. You know what I mean. Thank you so much for watching. And cuddle your little peanut for me. Give him a little nudge. So yeah. But I didn't want to like get it all up in his space. So when he got home, I let him have the couch for himself. But once he woke up, he saw that I was sitting in my bed, because I had a really small apartment then. And he actually jumped up into my bed and laid beside me. Like, he was curling up beside me. So I was, of course, petting him like crazy then. And he was so skinny. He was so skinny. Like, he wouldn't even eat first. He would just come on straight over to my bed and lay beside me. That is, that's special. And of course, I had to get special feed for him because he was so incredibly skinny. He was around about 2 or 3 years old when I got him, so he was an adult cat. And he weighed almost like a kitten. He was just skin and bones. So I got him on a special feed, and he really gained that weight fast. And now he's a chubby cat. He's a chubby cat. So he's living the good life now. But of course, a little asshole has gotten picky about his food. Oh well. Yeah, that's what happened to him. Luckily, he didn't weigh too much that it was bad for his health, but he's about to step over that line. Oh my god, I cannot imagine Michelle with all those cats. Oh my goodness. Oh, poor. And having to make sure that that cat doesn't eat that food and all that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. But cats are adorable. I can't believe how people can say that cats are like devils. I can't see that. I really can't see that. Like, how can people think that? They're so sweet. Of course, if you sit on them, they're gonna attack you, but if you don't, if you treat them with respect, they'll treat you with respect back. I mean, of course, farts can be a little a-hole sometimes. Oh my gosh. I think I would struggle with that. That's a good thing about horses. They all eat the same food, basically. But I remember we were gonna get farts on a bit of a cheaper food, and he literally would not eat it. He would not eat it. So yeah. Farts would not even touch it. So I had to go back on the food. The expensive one. Oh my gosh. He is living the dream life. But because of the abuse, he does no longer grow a winter coat. So we have to keep him inside every winter. Yeah, I can see that, Michelle. That must be very, very difficult. But usually there's something wrong if they don't want to eat. That's what I've always learned. If they don't want to eat, there's usually something going on. Yes, I talked to my vet about it because when I got him in the first winter, he would just not get a thick coat. And he would literally be like this when he was standing outside. He would shiver like crazy. And I went to the vet and told her about it, and she just said, well, it might be because of the abuse, because he had to grow new fur because of all the abuse. When they found him, he was covered in his own poo and urine. So they had to shave it all off, and his fur was totally ruined. So they think it's because of the abuse. His fur was, his fur is ruined. So he does not get a winter coat. It's really sad. It's so sad. I don't know much about where he came from, but I know that the police found him locked up in a room, covered in his own feces and urine, and was literally just skin and bones. And he had some broken bones. The vet fixed him all up, the physical bit, but obviously the mental bit stayed there. So that's all I know. It's just that the police found him in a locked up room. Just half dead, really. Poor thing. It's really, really sad. No animal or person should ever experience that. We did. We really did. And I'm so happy about that because it took me 18 years to talk about what happened to me. And just seeing him be able to get over what happened to him and forgive people kind of gave me like a boost, like maybe I should kind of do the same thing. I have not and will never forgive what my parents did. But I can now talk about it. I have grown from it. I have turned my experience from bad to good. And I know that Vanessa will never ever experience what happened to me, and I'm making sure of that every single day, that she has a good childhood and will never experience what I did, because no child deserves that. So I think just seeing him recover kind of gave me a boost to do the same thing and recover from what happened and talk about it and grow from it and learn from it. Because that is possible. It's possible to learn and grow from a really, really bad experience or something traumatic that happened in your life. It's possible to turn those evil thoughts and hurtful thoughts into good thoughts. It really is possible. Never let a traumatic event in your childhood form you. Learn from it. Never let that traumatic event write your history. You have to write your own history and how you want to be as a person and how you want to be as a parent. I am so sorry, Michelle, and thank you so much. I think it's very important to share these things because they happen, sadly. And you just have to, like, when I told this to the nurse that is with Vanessa, that gives her shots and weighs her every month and all that fun stuff. When I told her that, she couldn't even believe it almost, because those are things you see in movies or, hear in news stories or something like that. You never experience, or you usually never meet a person who talks about it himself. And it's important to shed some light on abuse and that you can grow from it. You can really grow from it. And that is what is so sad about the childcare system in Norway. It's important to turn good thoughts into, turn bad thoughts into good thoughts. And it is possible. It really is. It really is. Well, I am so happy that therapy and cats helped you. That is so good. That is absolutely fantastic, Michelle. I'm so proud of you. And it might sound weird, but talking, I know I'm saying it myself when I didn't talk about it for 18 years, but really talking about things like this really, really helps you as a person. It helps you get it all off. That is so true. And I know from experience that a lot of people that I've met are afraid to ask, like, what happened? But I usually just kind of force my story onto them because they are terrified of asking. And I can tell you what happened. So, where do I start? Okay. My biological mother is as dumb as bread. My biological dad is a drug addict. So you can see how that combination goes really well together, right? This is real. I think maybe this is why I love animals so much and think that all animals deserve a good home, is because my biological dad is an animal abuser. And I hate to be related to him or my biological mother. I remember one night I woke up. I didn't get food. I basically had to grow up and be an adult at the age of 3. I stole food to survive. When I was a kid, I didn't have diapers. They would just put on a garbage bag on top of, they would put me in a garbage bag, and that would be my diaper. So during the night, I would literally be swimming in my own poo and urine. And one night, I was so hungry that I woke up, and we have something called leverpostej, which is really disgusting if you think about it. But nonetheless, it is in a tin can, and you have to open the tin, and it has really sharp edges. You can imagine my little 3-year-old fingers. I were so tiny, I cut myself on the lid. And I woke up my biological mom and told her what had happened. And do you know what she said? She said, "Go back to bed." That was it. And I remember I would find needles in the trash bin. I remember so much painful stuff. It is absolutely horrendous to think about it, that a parent can do that to your child. To this day, I can still not believe it. And they have not yet said sorry to me for what they had put me through all these years. They think they are the best parents in the world. They do not see what they did was wrong. And you're okay. Well, this is an adult coloring channel, so I'm gonna say it. They are fucked up. Okay? I'm sorry the word came there, but it's really the best way I can describe how they are. Okay? I'm sorry. I know. They're not parents at all. They were never parents to me. My parents are my foster parents, and I have been with the same foster family since I was 4 years old. And I have been so blessed to be in such a good home. I have been able to live in the United States for 2 years as a kid. I lived in Houston, by the way. Whoop, whoop. I missed that, okay? I'm sorry. That was cringe. I have traveled the world. I have done so much thanks to them. I have had a horse. I have lived the dream. And I would never, ever experience that if I was with my biological parents. So I am so grateful to them. And I have made a life lesson of what happened to me with my biological parents, and that is that no one ever should experience something like that. And I do not have any contact with them, thankfully. And of course, hello, they do not deserve to be in contact with my daughter. And I have actually gotten threats because of that, because they don't have any contact with Vanessa. I have literally gotten death threats because of it. I do have a protection order against them. So I at least have that going for me. I will never forgive them for what happened to me. No, they have no remorse. Nothing, Michelle. They think they are the best parents that have ever lived on this earth. Yeah. Michelle, yes. Let's do that. No. And I'm gonna make sure until I die that they will never ever see Vanessa or know her name. They don't even know what her name is. They know it's a girl, and that's about it. So, yeah. I've called the police many times because of them. Oh my goodness, I hate my Posca. There we go. As soon as I say I hate my Posca, then it will work. Because it doesn't want to go in the bin. But I just hope that this can be almost a life lesson to everyone who has had something traumatic happen to them. And obviously no one deserves having something traumatic happen to them. But it's important to grow from it and learn from it. Because then you can get over it. And it has made me a stronger person. Mentally, I'm a very strong person mentally. Thank you so much, Michelle. I feel like that too, that I have grown so much from it, and just, I can't even describe it because it's almost weird. But it feels really good, and it's good to talk about it, even if it's with a therapist or a friend or just posting it online somewhere. It's important to get it out of you because you will just feel so much lighter. Like a weight was lifted off my shoulders as soon as I told my story, and it felt so good. Oh my goodness, I had a burp there. I'm sorry. I don't think you guys could hear it. It was a silent one. But it felt so good to just get it out. And it's important because no life is picture perfect. No life is picture perfect. Maybe the rich ones, maybe, but that is very true, Michelle. It's sad to know that people have committed suicide because of experiences like this, or physical abuse, or sexual abuse. And that is so sad to know that people have kept it secret and just couldn't live with it any longer. And that is And that is so wrong. And I know it's very hard to talk about it. Hello, it took me 18 years to talk about it. But it's so important to talk about these things. Even though it is, you know, a very sensitive subject. I forgot the word there. Oh. Oh my gosh. But I hope people will open up more, and it is okay to be sad. It's like people think you have to be, you know, happy all the time, and yeah, it's unnatural. Of course, you have to cry. Get it out. Cry, be sad. It's good for you. It's good to be it. Of course, not if you're suffering from depression, obviously not, but it's good for your body to have a good cry at times. And I still do. I still do have a good cry sometimes. But I just hope that people will be more open and talk to someone about what their struggles are, because it's important. I am so incredibly sorry, Michelle. That is so sad, Michelle. Luckily, I was never physically abused. Well, kind of, but not sexually, at least. And I cannot imagine what that is like. I really can't. And I am really, really sorry that happened to you. It's so scary and so sad. It should never happen to you. It should never happen to anyone. And that is good. You need to find someone that you trust. That is so good, Michelle. I tried to get therapy, but the healthcare system in Norway sucks in that way. We don't have enough psychologists, so I never was able to get one. So I basically had to figure it all out by myself. Okay, there we go. Now it's straight. But I'm so happy that you have found a therapist that you trust, because that is the most important thing. I wish I could go to therapy so that I could grow from it sooner. But I didn't get it. Because Norway sucks. I'm kidding. Norway doesn't suck, but well, you do get really good money here. And the healthcare system is free. Like, if you have to, I don't know what the word is, but basically if you have to stay over at the hospital for a night or two, it's free. We do not have insurance for hospital or anything like that here in Norway, because the healthcare system is basically free. And you have free dental care until you're 18. Yeah. That's what's really good about Norway. We do pay taxes, like we do pay a lot in taxes, but in return we have the schools are free here, the hospitals are free here, taking an ambulance ride is free. All that stuff is free. It is fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. And that's what I love about Norway. We're so lucky to live here. But obviously, the healthcare system could be a little bit better. We got a shortage of psychiatrists here. Yeah. Michelle, you're right. You're very right. The US is lacking there, in my opinion. I'm sorry. And by the way, it's a beautiful country. Beautiful country too. Norway is a very, very good country. Oh, you should visit Norway. Norway is beautiful. And not a lot of nut jobs. Oh, thank you so much. It looks crap in real life, but apparently on screen it looks good, and that is the most important, right? I'm trying to do the darkest skin tone there is, and I think she turned out really, really well. I have no idea why, but I really wanted dark skin and yellow hair. The rest I just kind of went with it. Oh. No, of course not. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon, but Norway is a stunning country. Expensive though, but stunning. It's expensive here. Like, we do not have like a Dollar Tree or Target or Walmart or any of those cool stores. I wish we had a Dollar Tree though, because then I could save up a lot of money. I've seen some really cool coloring books and supplies that you can get on Dollar Tree and all that fun stuff, but we do not have any of those out here. It's stupid. And we do not have like Prismacolors or polychromers or anything like that in open stock. Nothing. So I have to buy all my supplies online, and I hate it. It costs so much, and I have to wait so long. The perks of living in Norway, right? And not only that, but there's also the government has been talking about shutting down Amazon in Norway. Like, we do not have an Amazon Norway, but they want to like shut down the opportunities of getting Amazon packages and eBay packages too delivered here. But I'm just like, well, if you don't want us to buy on Amazon or on eBay, get some more things in the stores and make it cheaper. We only buy things on there because you guys are too greedy and want a lot of money for your stuff that can cost 10 times less on Amazon or eBay. But it doesn't seem like they understand that yet. So the government here is stupid. Sometimes. They can be really stupid at times. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes, that is so true. Okay, what are you getting for lunch? It's almost 8 p.m. here. It's 7:30 p.m. here. So, and I have no idea what I'm gonna have for dinner. I have to make it, obviously, because I'm a housewife now. Oh my gosh. Ooh, my little slipper fell off. No. Okay, it's back on now. Oh my gosh, what I hate about having my desk right by the window is that my hand is just so freaking cold. Oh gosh. Oh, there we go. We gotta warm those hands up. We gotta warm them up. Okay, so what now? What do I want to highlight now? Maybe her hands a bit, because why not? There we go. There we go. Zoop, zoop, zoop. My poor Pasca, I love to like add highlights to my pictures. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, okay. Maybe some... Ooh, wait, I totally forgot about this one. This little hair strand. There we go. And obviously some to her lips. Making them glossy. Then maybe... Oh, no! Okay, so I'm gonna have to go. My phone is about to turn off because of low battery. So thank you all so much for coming, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys so much. So goodbye. Okay, I'm gonna stay here until it goes, which might be really soon because it's at 30 seconds.